All right, good morning from beautiful Whistler Mountain. I'm Brian Hockenstein, local cinematographer, pulling double duty here in front of the lens. GoPros are a great way to share those special moments with your friends. There's really no better bang for your buck as far as cost and ease of use than a GoPro camera. There's a reason they're so popular, so we're going to run you through some of the basics and a couple advanced tips. There's a lot of different settings that you can play with on the GoPro, and it can all be pretty overwhelming, but we're going to run through the basics. The two main important ones are going to be frame rate and frame size. Frame rate meaning how many frames per second are you capturing? Is it going to be regular speed or slow motion? And frame size is how big is the actual video file. This is where you're going to start hearing things like 4K, HD, 1080, even 2.7K. So here's the basics. So we're going to concentrate on the two most popular modes, 4K and HD, 1080p. So 4K is a huge video frame size. It's actually 4 times the size of HD. And it's amazing. You can get really amazing quality, whether you're using it ultimately in 4K or then crushing it down and editing in 1080. You can get some really amazing quality out of it. That being said, you're also going to have to deal with larger file sizes, which can make editing and even playback hard depending on how fancy a computer you have. So my personal tip is, unless you have a real reason to shoot in 4K, I'd say keep it to 1080, and that's going to strike the nice balance between quality and ease of use. The other nice thing about shooting in 1080 is that it gives you a lot more options in frame rates. Frame rate meaning how many frames per second are you capturing. Now, again, the basics. So the basics are, video is played back at 30 frames per second. So anything more than that is basically either going to be tossed away, or you can use it to your advantage to slow down your footage. So if you shoot in 60 frames, now you can slow it down to half. The GoPro 5 is really amazing and can shoot all the way up to 120 frames per second. So that means you can slow it down to 4 times the regular rate, 4 times slow-mo. That's really slow. But again, if you're not going to be using slow motion, then there's really no reason to be shooting in higher frame rates. It's just going to make you bigger files and harder for your computer to play back. So it's going to be up to you to decide, do you want to shoot higher frame rates and deal with it and have the option of slow motion, or you just want to shoot in regular 30 frames per second and be able to edit the footage quite a bit easier.